What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll show them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound. And the second is a new podcast I just launched on my YouTube music channel called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my AI co-host, and we dive into a wide range of topics in short form videos just like these. So check it out. Links in the description below. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, I know I've been out for a couple of days. This is my first recorded video coming back. I did a live stream earlier today, but thank you for all the well wishes. It's another year around the sun, and I'm feeling refreshed, energized. You can tell I'm not even back home yet, but you know, I'm feeling pretty good. We have a very solid Bitcoin pump today, and we're up to 67, almost 68K. And I want to talk about Hall of Legends because this is turning out to be, well, better than I expected. So you can see that we are about halfway through phase 2 of the Hall of Legends. Again, there's going to be 5 total phases. This is the one for Night Stalker and Delia. And if we take a look at the leaderboard, keep in mind that after the first phase, it was 113 million. So us crossing 226 million would mean that we've exceeded not only the overall run rate we would need, which would be about 100 million, but we've actually exceeded what we had from what we did in terms of the first phase, right? So clearly it's that. We're 3 million over. So we've done about 116 million so far in this phase of the event. And my expectation is that this is only going to get better. Now, why do I think that? Well, I think the team potentially learned their lesson from the first set of cards that came out, which maybe weren't as fantastic, or you could get away with having them at the lower levels. So, for example, Eleanor is a 0 mana card, and you can get away with just having 1 BCX of that. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, that we shouldn't have it that way. I think it's good that people can get a benefit. Sanctus Vicar was the other one where you get the new rear, cleanse, the rear cleanse ability at the first level, right? So you only need 1 BCX of the card, really. But my guess is that we are going to see cards that are just absolutely awesome at max level. And we see that with both Night Stalker as well as Delia. And if that continues, you're going to have people who are going in and buying these cards and wanting them at the absolute, max levels. So we're sitting here, 229 million. We have another week to go. My expectation is that we might see a little bit more in terms of sales. If we go into the marketplace, I think you'll see that the prices in the marketplace are actually significantly lower. So let me go ahead and look specifically at Rebellion promo cards, and I'll remove the rarity filter here. And you can tell, right? So, for example, Night Stalker is going for under $2 right now. So this is 3,000 DEC, meaning at peg it's $3. Obviously, we're like, I don't know, maybe 20% below peg, so like 240 is roughly where we're at. And then, of course, Delia should be going for 50,000 DEC, which is $50 at peg. We're trading 40% below that. We should probably be closer to $30. So this is all the folks that are going in, probably trying to get gold foil versions and then selling any and all of the non-gold foil versions into the market here. So it's technically cheaper for people that don't want to buy from the store. You're actually able to get these cards for significantly cheaper. I mean, again, Night Stalker is supposed to be $3 at peg. We're not at peg, so it's going for about $240 right now. And it's not even at that level, right? Like we're sitting at $1.92 here for again a decent amount. I don't know if you can get a full. Well, no, actually, look, there's quite a few under $2, right? Quite a few BCX under $2. So you're probably able to get a max copy, or even if you just want it up to a certain level, you get execute at level 4. But with something like Night Stalker, which we did see on stream, the execute ability does work on blast damage, meaning that if you attack let's say that the sneak position, and the blast damage does enough to get the person next to him under 2 health or under, he goes again for the execute, which is kind of phenomenal, kind of crazy to have execute and blast on the same card. So that's pretty awesome, and I think this card is going to be part of the meta for quite a long time. But when you compare where we're at in terms of these specific cards compared to the phase 1, right, you can already see Eleanor Bravefoot has started to creep up in its floor price, right? There's not that many cards out there. And then same thing with Sanctus Vicar. This was trading under $2 for a long time and is now sitting at about $250 as the floor price. And, again, decent cards. I think that we'll probably continue to see decent cards as we go along. So, once again, just looking at where the Legends thing is, we have 3 more phases of this. 3 more phases in which we could potentially not burn, but lock up over 100 million DEC. As long as we cross the 600 million by the end, when it's all said and done, then in my opinion, this will be obviously a success. I would like to see it significantly higher than that, but it'll still be considered a success in many ways. And, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Keep in mind, last thing I'll say on this, and then we can close out the video, is that there's also going to be the auction promo. We have not heard much about that recently, but with a town hall looming later this week, I'm sure we'll get a little bit more information on when that'll be, how it's going to work, and probably more specifically, how that's going to play into all of the rest of the things that the team has planned for the rest of the year. But at this point in time, I would say that, Hall of Legends has actually been quite successful. And I would say at this point, if we didn't do a mini set, and I know that I've been a proponent for not doing a mini set, but I think if you look at the success of Hall of Legends, there's a lot of people who are looking at that and saying, well, I might as well just spend the money on the cards here, get these cards, they're actually quite good. There's going to be 10 of them, probably 11 of them with the other promo card. And that, in and of itself, with the new Rebellion reward cards, is probably going to end up being enough to cover the mini set. Now, I've said we shouldn't do a mini set for several other reasons, but if you just look at the amount of cards that are coming into the ecosystem, now, obviously, it's not as high as Chaos Legion in terms of the entire amount, but I also think Chaos Legion was massively, massively inflated with 3 sets of reward cards, Rift Watchers, and then a ton of promo cards. Here, we're not getting that mini set, right? We're not getting 3 sets of Rebellion reward cards. We might get another set, who knows, right? Depending on how long it's in print. But these are turning out to be, Rebellion in and of itself is turning out to be quite scarce in many ways. So looking forward to this, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you thinking through this? Has this changed your mind on how the event is going and your participation in the event? For me, like I said, I'm happy to see that it's doing well. I have not purchased any of the cards yet. And if I do, I'll probably just end up buying a couple of BCX on the secondary marketplace, but that's kind of where my head is at. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Curious to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.